hit play on that.
All
Hey
right.
guys, welcome back to H.A.M. Gaming. I am Hayden.
I am Austin.
And I am Matt. Welcome back. Yes, episode number 7, guys. This is already number 7. Actually, it's supposed to be number 8, but we had some technical difficulties on a few others. I think it's 7. Or is it 6? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
The football ones don't count.
Yeah, let's don't
I'm
count.
pretty sure I have 6 or 7, but
Hold on.
This is 6. So the last one was
6. 5.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
6.
I don't
Too
know.
many to count. Just wait till
Feels
we get
like
to 10.
7 already. Lucky number 7 is coming up then at least. But as always, got some great topics for you. We've got game reviews. We've got some top 5 list coming back. Some top game lists, and Hayden's got a little special segment that he's going to talk about today. And we'll hit on a few updates, a few topics, and things along those lines. But as always, we're going to have a great time talking video games and just giving our takes on everything. And of course, please give us your comments and feedback on what you'd like to hear about. Oh, Austin has a question.
Hi, I'm Austin. This is my face.
In case you're wondering who this handsome devil is that sounds a lot like Austin, this is Austin.
This is me. We're here. Finally.
He's finally here. And he's got a great background for us today too. We have Tugs the Bulldog, and yet to name the others. If you have a name suggestion for some of these lovely dogs playing pool back there, we'd love to hear it. Maybe Hayden will come up with a few more, but right now we just have Tugs the Bulldog shooting the ball right now. But we're going to start out with our segment that we like to do, which is our game challenges, our game reviews. And we'll kind of kick this off and tell everybody who we challenged and what game they're going to be playing. And so, Austin, you challenged me.
Yep.
And so, why don't you say what game you challenged me on? No. Hayden challenged me.
Yeah,
I challenged you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I challenged you.
Nope.
Austin,
Okay.
I challenged you. And I challenged you to play Harry Potter, the Quidditch game.
That is true.
Yes, that's what the one was. And then Hayden, you had a challenge for me.
Mm-hmm. I did?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Love to hear it.
Your game that I had you play, almost made you play, because I tried it out, was it Space Trucker? What is it?
Star Trucker.
Star
I
Trucker.
also thought it
up
was
the name.
Space Trucker when I was searching. I can't find Space Trucker. This game doesn't exist. It's a $2 movie. I can watch Space Trucker for $2.
Ooh,
and I
that'd
had
be
to go
fun
back
movie to watch.
and find Star Trucker. And then Austin, you challenged Hayden to play.
Control.
Yes, Control.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that one.
So I'm gonna start with Austin with the game that I challenged you to play, which was the Quidditch Harry Potter game. So why don't you give us your honest take on the new Harry Potter Quidditch game?
Yeah.
If nobody's
absolutely.
familiar, Austin plays on PlayStation. So when it comes to trying to find games that Austin can play on PlayStation, it's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox players, Game Pass is so easy to go down the list. You can watch trailers of it, see all things like that. You can see game footage. You can see reviews. It's a very simple process. But when it comes to the PlayStation ones, I got to go through every single game A through Z to find anything, and it's a real headache. And so I don't like it. But we did find Quidditch, Harry Potter. So why don't you go ahead and start? I just had to plug that in. How much I hate trying to find PlayStation games.
I mean, it's not that hard. I'm going to be honest.
It's hard. It's harder than your Salt Rock.
Crud. Okay, so let me pull up. I'm going to try to pull up the game. I just need to find it 1 second.
Yes, I'll just kind of point that out too. The other part of this challenge is not only do we have to play it, but we have to play it for up to an hour, and we have to stream our footage, so it's proof that we played it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not no lying saying, yeah, I played it, but it sucked.
And
you gotta suck it up no matter how bad it sucks if you don't like
I would say sometimes that hour crawls by.
Oh, yeah.
Good God.
So here is Quidditch Champions. Also in advance, everyone, the quality is not great when you guys see this on YouTube. We apologize for that. We're trying to make it better, but as right now, this is the best we can do. So Quidditch Champions. If you played the original in the PS2, I believe, right, Hayden?
And Xbox.
And Xbox, and I believe GameCube too. That game was so much fun, right? I
So
loved
good.
so good. This is Rocket League for millennials. I mean, it's just that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Is it fun? Sure, it's okay. It's not a bad game. It's a game that I think if you play for an hour, you're probably done.
You caught the snitch.
You did. This is a lot of tutorial stuff. I do play like one whole career mode. So the whole career mode aspect of the game is, you fight for the Quidditch Cup, in Hogwarts, and then go on to like the semi-pros, and then all the way to the championships. So that's kind of cool. So there's like small little stories involved in it. Like Harry and all the cast members from the movies are in this. And
so the cast members of the original movie are in.
Yep. Harry Potter's in this. Ron, Hermione, everyone's in this. And that's pretty. That's
cool.
Really, yeah.
Wow.
I like that.
You got your butt kicked. Oh no, wait, you're the visitor.
No, yeah. So there's some cool moments. It's all customized. There's a lot of customization in this game. Like this whole game is customization. You create your whole team. When you play online with other people, you create your whole team. You create everybody.
Is that like, Mrs. Weasley?
Yeah. Everyone's in this. Like, everyone's in this. It's crazy. Everyone's in this.
So which one are you? Who are you? Did you create your own character?
So when you play this game, so there's one of my characters right there, but that's your whole team right there. And then this is all customization. You can change your brooms. You can change how your character looks. There's a shop menu, which kind of scared me. I was like, okay, this game it's free on PlayStation, but I think it costs money on Xbox. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's called the Market in this, and I thought it was actual real money, but it's not. Anything you want to buy in this game is only you're able to get through playing the game. Nice. Which I really did like that once I found that out. It made me really happy to know that you're not spending money on this game, which I wouldn't recommend. But the fact that all this stuff in the markets on the side is all currency from you playing the game, that's cool. There is a online mode. You can play with 3 of your friends. There's cross-play. The whole works. Yeah. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's not easy at all. There is so much controls in this game compared to the one way back in the day, Hayden. It's insane. So like all this right here you see, I thought back in the market and the battle pass, I thought you had to pay for all this, which I was like, that's not good. But you don't. All this is free. You literally just level up. You just play the game, and you.
Oh, look, a troll.
What
is that, an emblem or something that you put on a keychain?
No,
the Jesus looking dude. What was that?
Hagrid.
That's Hagrid. That's Hagrid.
Hagrid? Was it made out of wood?
Box.
Oh,
it's like a mascot.
Yeah. So there's the multiplayer, all crossplay. Here's like the cup matches. This is your story. During this stream, I play the whole cup matches of the Hogwarts House Quidditch Cup. I win. I play as Team Ravenclaw because that was my character in Hogwarts Legacy. And it's fun. It's enjoyable. If you're a Harry Potter fan in any sort of way, I think you'll enjoy this for what it is. But it's not an easy game. There's so much buttons you got to learn. And when you're playing solo by yourself, you control everyone one at a time. So when you're playing the Seeker, then the rest of your team is NPCs, of course. And then when you play, you can switch and be a catcher. There's Cedric Diggory. Unfortunately, he does.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Spoilers. He does die.
What?
And
he was a true one right there.
I said spoilers. And so
he dies in the game.
No, what?
People can die in this game.
I
don't want to play.
Custom emotes, all that stuff. When you're playing this game like right now, you play as every character. You start and you can switch whenever you want. And as soon as the snitch comes out, then boom, you can go be the Seeker and try to grab the snitch. I like playing like the beaters and just whacking people. That's pretty fun. You could play as anybody, and that's pretty exciting. All in all, the game is
It
fun.
looks good. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's way more challenging than I thought it would be. I will say when you score a goal, it's pretty cool because then you can
Nice
do
shot.
like little
Nice
emotes,
shot.
and then it's all live. That's kind of cool.
I would prefer it if it was like Rocket League where it just shot you flying back.
Yeah,
but,
right. It's enjoyable. It's fun. I would say after like an hour, if you're just playing by yourself, you're gonna get bored. I'm just gonna be honest. But
what are those little blue rings, like speed bursts or something?
Yeah, so they're speed boosts for your players. The goalies actually can send those out for your team, and then you get speed boost.
Oh.
And then you get pass the ball to your other NPCs, or when you're playing with your friends, you can pass the ball to your friends. It's a pretty easy game when you're just kind of playing and having fun with it.
Yeah.
Maybe the online mode would be more fun. I didn't play that, honestly.
And you can only play up to 3 players?
Online, yeah. It's you and 2 other friends.
How many people are on a team, though, playing at one time?
That's it. So it's 3v3.
No. Like right now, there's only 3 of you.
No, right
in
now,
this match?
right now I'm playing by myself. I'm playing the story mode.
I know. So how many are on the field playing in a?
in a game?
Why don't you explain me the rules of Quidditch?
It is 2 beaters. There's 2 beaters.
Okay.
3 like the people trying to score.
Okay, that's 5.
And then 1 goalie, and then
That's
you have the seeker at the end.
7. So there's a total of 7.
Actually, I think it's only. You know what? No, I'm wrong. It's 3 3 people trying to get the goal, 1 beater, 1 catcher, and then the seeker. So there's 6.
There's 6.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can only play 3 v3.
So online, the way online works is before you queue to a match, you pick which 2 you want to be.
Yeah. And so there's NPCs also in a match when they're online too?
Yes, technically. So if us 3 played, and if I want to be the catcher and the seeker, then I would be those 2. And if Hayden wants to be the beater and one of the people scoring, that'd be his 2. And then same with you. Yeah.
Hayden, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a beater?
I want to be a beater and just beat off the ball, off of and protect Austin. Just beat him off. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
It's a lot. Okay. One other question I had for you, Austin.
Sure.
Is it easier to stay on the broom with your pants off? Serious question. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good, though. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, splinters.
It's fun. It's
My second question. Real question, though.
Real answer.
The controls, inverted or normal? Like if you want to go up, are you hitting down? And if you want to go down, are you hitting up?
It's normal. If you're going up, you're if you're pushing up, you're going up.
Gotcha.
It's a fun game. It's the controls. It took me a while to learn the controls. My biggest issue with the game is this part right here. You playing the seeker. All this part right here, it just drags on forever.
You're chasing this thing?
You're chasing the snitch.
Yeah.
And the bottom of it is like a yellow bar, and you have to keep going back and forth through the whole area for a long time until the bar gets to blue. And then one gets to blue, then you can go and grab it, and then it's good to go. But it's the same pattern all the time, and that gets kind of annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's not hard to get the seeker.
It's not.
The
it's
snitch,
not hard.
I mean.
It's not hard at all to get the snitch, especially if you're playing like computer. It's not hard at all. It's a fun game. I think it'd be more fun with people and your friends and stuff. Maybe just to mess around with once or twice in a while. But would I pay?
If you're a Harry Potter fan, which you are, right?
Yes. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you're gonna have some enjoyment for any reason. If that's seeing the characters again, if that's just flying around in a broom, sure. It's cool. It's enjoyable. I'm happy I didn't have to spend any money. The most I would probably spend on this game is maybe $40, and that's kind of pushing it. But it was fun. It was enjoyable. I had a good time with it. But yeah, that's Quidditch Champions.
Very nice. What are you rating it out of a score of 1 to 10?
Wow. 5.5.
Mm.
Again, if you have friends and you are a big, huge Harry Potter fan, you'll have more fun with it. But besides that,
Yeah.
not much. I will say I'm very happy that all the in-store stuff is all bought with in-game money. Like you have to play the game to get it. I
Yeah, that's nice.
did like that. When I first saw that, I was like, "Is this paying stuff?" Because that would have been really bad. But I'm happy it wasn't. I'm happy. I'm really happy it wasn't. Yeah, that's Quidditch Champions.
Cool. Very cool. Well, I want you to kind of continue and just talk about what the game was again. You suggested for Hayden, so and then Hayden, you can kind of talk about Control, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I picked Control for Hayden. I want to hear Hayden what you have to say, and then I'm gonna let you know why I picked this game.
Okay. Just
Let
curious,
me-
have you played this?
I have never finished it, but I have played a good amount of it. Not super, maybe about around the same time long as you, probably around an hour and a half, roughly.
So I knew very little about this game. I've heard about it, seen it many times in the Game Pass store,
Many times.
and many. And yeah, I think this was finally the push I needed to play it. And the first thought I had for this hour was this feels like a Black Mirror episode. Just the layout and the just the storytelling of it was very Black Mirrorish. If you guys have ever seen that show, so I kind of jumped and fell into it right away, just for the weirdness of it almost. I'm still trying to wrap around the story. It's kind of confusing at times. But basically, I'm finding out like I'm a director of this federal bureau, and I'm missing my brother. Miss him very much. Haven't seen him in 17 years. Would love to meet back up with him, chat. And I finally got into this program that knows a little bit more why my brother is missing. And along the way, I think I'm going through experimental treatment or hallucinations of some sort that the Bureau is trying to hide through some power called, oh gosh, what is it called? The Hiss. And it's brought by this pyramid sculpture. I don't know if it's like alien or man-made. I'm trying to figure that out yet. And it gives me powers to be almost telekinetic. I can shove stuff with my mind. I have this magical gun that reloads on its own and kind of badass, to be honest. But the thing that kind of caught me most
Is that your brother?
That's not. That's the random generator. She kind of shits on him in this scene. She's like, "I get working nightlife. It kind of changes people. It makes it kind of weird." So then she just moves on. And so,
Weirdo.
yeah. And so, the thing that caught me to this game was the fighting. I think it's totally different from a game that I've seen in a while, where it's kind of a free for all how you shoot. I really like the movement in this game a lot. It was kind of took me a little bit to figure it out. 16 minutes is the first fight that I know of. Right there, perfect. Yep. And so, yeah, so like you have this like mini boss fight for you to get used to the game, and they're kind of hard at times. Like the shooting mechanics, you have to get used to because you can either like just lay your bullets out and just free for all fire, or just take your time, aim in, and then hit different shots. I think the thing that I really appreciate about this is the visuals as well, and the music ambience that goes with it. Again, we've talked about games that have a big impact with those, and for this, it's like when bad guys are hit, a lot of drums are coming in, and you feel really immersed into it. And then when the lighting comes in, you have this red hue to it during these battle scenes at some points. It really puts you into the game. And right here, like you meet more people that are underneath you. They are trying to learn more about you as a director. And yeah, but this first hour, I This is one of the games I can actually confidently say that I'm going to go back and play a little bit more and try to have fun with it. And I know it just makes you very curious. And again, like the Black Mirror aspects of this game is like spot on. It's really fun to play a game like that.
Explain Black Mirror to me. I've never seen it.
So
wow.
it's you gotta watch it. It's a series on Netflix, and it's all mini shows in each episode, and they twist your mind a little bit. They throw out some interesting subjects, or they push limits where it's very weird and makes you uncomfortable, but at the same time, like you're drawn into the show of be like, what is going to happen next? Because you never know
Yep.
what's going to happen or what is the story behind it. I think that's why
It's
so many people like it.
It's considered an anthology series, so each episode's its own containment story. Great show, really good.
Really good show.
Has its up and downs, but like there's some episodes that you literally have to go like this and just
Yeah,
like you can't watch. It messes you up. And there's some that are so funny and stupid and hilarious that you just get it all enjoyment, and then the next episode is just back to like torment. But no, this is a game I've always wanted to play. I've played about maybe an hour of it. I really want to get back into it. And I agree. This whole aspect of it makes you, it's one of those games where you feel like you're on the edge of your seat all the time. To me, it's how I feel like it. The gunplay is really cool. The story's interesting. I hear that the DLC of this game, some people say, is better than even the actual story. So that's really interesting to learn about that. But no, it's a game I definitely need to get back into and play myself as well. But no, I picked this game for you because I had a feeling you would like the whole scenery of it and how the game was shot with different visuals and the audio and the music. Pretty much everything you said, I was like, I really think he's gonna like the twist and the mind bending and all the weirdness. And yeah, it's a very fun game that I definitely need to get back into.
I mean, there's no like horror or like jump scares, I would say, to it, but like it's just like the creepiness vibes that you get from it. Like you're in this huge building and it just the ambience of it, it just you're alone in office spaces, there's no one there, it's cluttered, and it's just I don't know. At one point I was thinking like if I were in a situation like this and I was in an office space, no one there and how it looked, I think I would try to be locked and loaded, or if I didn't have anything, I'd probably crouch in a corner and probably cry because it's like I don't know what's around the next corner. I don't know if anything is chasing me, and I think that is a cool aspect.
Daddy,
yeah,
come get me.
So yeah, and like at certain points, like there's different collectibles and videos that you can catch in this. Like that TV screen, like some guy tells you about the difference of the hiss and like what's coming from it, and it's kind of a really tough story to follow right now because there's just so much going on. It is a slow beginning, and you're you're trying to figure out your own mechanics and things like that, but also like points like this, you just skip that, okay.
Sorry.
But it's fine, but there's some puzzle scenes in this. In that scene there was like if you click the switch, you're trying to get to the room next door, but it's a huge cavern and you can't like jump across or anything like that. But when you click it again, you get teleported to like a whole different scene, into like a whole Mattel scene. So it's really interesting, and I highly recommend this. For my 1 through 10, right now for an hour in, I would say a 7 for the gameplay I've had. I would probably give it a 8 if it was a little bit more sped up, but I know it's trying to build up your character and things like that. But yeah, I like this genre a lot.
Nice.
All right, cool beans.
And for Matt, I selected what is it called? Star Trucker again?
That's the one.
Okay, I got it right. Okay.
Star Trucker. formerly known as Space Trucker. I think this game was made from this movie or something, from the movie Space Trucker. But
I know there's a
I could be
movie.
wrong on that. But yeah, Star Trucker. Austin, are you pulling up, or you want me to pull it up?
Pulling up right now.
Okay, so I played Star Trucker today. Actually, it was
Space
today that
Trucker.
No, it's Star Trucker.
I'm looking at Space Trucker. Or maybe you're not.
It's Star Trucker. I played it today.
Oh, okay.
I'm not lying to you. It's called Star Trucker,
Look at
right?
this.
And it's as it sounds. Okay, it is a trekking game in space. Okay, um, I love space games. We already know this, right? I've talked about space games. I love Starfield. I love all those types of things. And so the visuals in the game for me, I really liked. I liked the being in the space. There's a part here once I teleport through this thing that I'm there. There's I think it might be planet Earth. I'm not really sure what planet it is. That's there below me and stuff like that. So it looks really cool, very interesting. Yeah, there it is. It looks really cool. I really like the physics of the game. There's like debris and random things floating around in space, and like you can hit those things. Like they're not just like there and you can just fly through them like you maybe see in like in No Man's Sky. There might be things that you just fly through, you don't even really notice it, and different things along those lines. You can run into everything in this in this game, and I run into a lot of things. You will see. So look at my truck right now, right? Looks really nice, doesn't it? Clean. Looks like it's freshly washed, just came off the factory. It's ready to go. By the end of this episode, it's been through hell and I didn't do hardly anything. I mean, I just couldn't figure out how to not crash into stuff so much because I struggled a little bit with the invert controls. The up is down and the down is up and things along those lines. That was a struggle. And it was also hard to really kind of see and navigate. Like it was hard to figure out which camera I wanted to do. Like, did I want to do the outside camera, the third person type camera where I can see everything, see the whole truck? Or should I do the first person view and drive that way? And was that going to be easier? Right. And so like this part's it's the beginning stage. It's really kind of the tutorial of the game. It's giving you the basic commands of how to like right there. Like up, down, up, down. I can't quite. It's not like driving a normal car. Like you're floating in space, and so you have to compensate for those types of things on directions that you're rolling. There's pitch. You can roll. You can turn left, turn right. If you got the trailer on, it doesn't turn as good left or right. If you don't have the trailer on, you'll see this one point where I'm just doing 360s in the air. It was fantastic, and having a lot of fun with that part of it. So right away, it was cool. I loved the look of it. At first, when you told me Star Trucker, I'm like, what is this game? Is it old? Or is it fairly new? Austin said it's new. Actually, it's like just came out not that long ago. And so then I was like, okay, it's probably going to look pretty good then, graphics wise and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it did. I thought it sold really good. I mean, the planet Earth there is what I'm assuming is underneath there. That looks really cool, flying in space like that and doing those types of things. I thought the tutorial was nice. It did a really good job of description and things along those lines. I struggled a little bit with the radio. There was times where I was supposed to talk on it and I didn't understand what I was doing and I missed a communication. Then I was talking on it and then I thought I could talk more on it and I couldn't, kind of thing along those lines. It would have been really cool if they built this into like I'm in an open server world and other truckers are doing the same thing, other Star Trucker people like me, and I could talk to them. That'd been kind of cool, right? Like I could just be like, hey, rubber ducky, what do you do? Things along those lines. But I think it's just the NPC people or the players in the game or part of the game that I'm talking to. And so there's one point where I'm kind of going down, like this corridor, like you see here, this like roadway in space, but my area that I need to get to is like off to the right or something. I'm like, well, I'm in space. Do I need to stay on this path? Like, can't I just not do that? And so I go off the path and I get penalized for going off this path. I end up running into one of these side things and like really going off course. Like there, I thought I was going to hit that side. Like I was like, I kept I was like either too high or too low. I kept angling my nose in a weird way. But I tell you, this is part that I kind of really enjoyed this part because I don't know, it was just the way it was made and done. Like I could easily obviously stay in this camera view and reverse the vehicle and park it where they're telling me to park it. But it's actually more fun to look at the rear view camera view inside the truck
Mm-hmm.
and do that because it kind of gave you a little bit more of that real world feel of being inside a truck and like reversing it and stuff like that. And it's like space. And so obviously, look at like I'm all over the place, right? And this is actually backing up was easier than going forward because then the controls were almost normal for me and things along those lines. So it's got a very interesting driving dynamic and flying dynamic. If you want to go ahead and just fast forward farther down through the video, you'll see some more scenes. Like this very first scene here, I'm doing a mission and I failed it instantly. Like I didn't even get to where I'm supposed to pick up the trailer on time. And I just screwed it up, right? And so so that's the backing up, right? So I'm looking at the camera, and you can kind of back that up. And I think at this point I might have been backing up in the wrong spot or something along those lines. But so it's that part was very cool aspect of it. It's very difficult to back up the trailer with very difficult to back up the truck with a trailer on it, like and angle it right way. That was pretty hard, but it was kind of challenging myself to do it. There's attributes that you gain. The more perfect good loads that you drop, you level up. You get money in the game to kind of level things up, and I'm sure you can probably level up your trucks maybe and do things like that. But I'm not really sure all that part of it. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and kind of keep fast forwarding a little bit closer to the end here, you get a better look at the rig now. You'll see it's quite damaged and not looking so good as it did in the beginning. And things like that. And so this is what you do. You pick up trailers, you haul them to another spot, you drop them off, you do the same thing again, and you kind of keep going from there. So I'm just kind of messing with the controls here. There's a airlock brake. That's the release the hatch and all those types of things. You're heading to warp zones. You'll see I got something pouring out there, a little little leak going on the hood there. That's not good. But what you can do is you can hop. You actually can get outside of your vehicle in a spacesuit and kind of fly around your vehicle and then fix these kind of things. So even that mechanic was very, very interesting, a part of it. And then I think right here, I think I'm dropping off the last trailer that I have. And then after I get this dropped off, I kind of have a little fun, just enjoying the flying aspect of it with it. And so I did like the flying mechanic of it. I did like that part of the game. But I think I have this feeling if you play it, and it might be different as you play it, there might be more things that you gain from it. But as you play it over time, it's just going to be the same concept over and over. Grab a trailer, fly it somewhere, drop it off. Grab a trailer, fly somewhere, drop it off. And that's really all. That's all it is, right? It's just a trucking thing like that. And so here, again, you see my truck's not in good shape, but I'm just like, you know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's see what we can do with this bad boy, and I kind of do a couple loop-de-loos here to just enjoy it. But look at that. That looks cool, right? Like looking at space, it's in a different area. It's very dark, ambient feeling there, and you're kind of flying around. So it's not a terrible game, but I would think over time it might just get kind of boring doing the same thing over and over. And so if you're looking for a game that's kind of like you don't have to think so much, just kind of want to get into a game that's got good visual qualities, and maybe you like trucking, maybe that's something that you do, maybe that's something you want to you just kind of enjoy that aspect of it, something very simplistic of a video game. And so here I'm just like flying through this first field, and I clip something and it really throws you up. And so it does, like, it's got pretty good physics that way, and everything kind of plays into it.
I will say I will say the game looks really good, especially like when you said the planet. The planet looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a good job with the graphics and the feel of it, the look of it. You feel like you're in space with the mechanics and controls of it, and so I enjoyed that part of it. And again, I really like this inside the thing, and having this camera, and you can change different things there. So there's more to just driving. There's repairs and things you have to do. There's mechanical stuff. You've got to watch your fuel gauges, all that kind of thing. And so you have to take care of your truck. You have to take care of those aspects of it. So there's more things in it. It's a very much driving simulator type program. Here I'm backing up into the wrong spot. I have no idea what I'm doing, but completely wrong place. But I thought that was a very neat aspect of it, to get inside the cockpit and give you that driving feel of it. One thing I would have liked them see them do is when I'm outside the vehicle like this and I'm looking at the driver's seat, I would like to see my character or something in there, like be able to pick my character, what my guy looks like, and have him in there to see that. That gives me more of like a flight simulator feel when you go, you don't see your person all the time and stuff like that. I would like to see the person more. It looks realistic that way. So I did give this a 5 out of 10 because of it was just when I'm kind of playing at the beginning, I felt like it was just going to be the same thing over and over. I could be wrong on that. It could be more changes to it. There could be things that I didn't even touch on yet with it. There is mechanical parts. There is a difficulty level setting on this. If you went way back to the beginning, you'll see I selected just the driving part, which to just kind of focus on that. But there's a balance part that focuses on both the driving and the maintenance repair of it. There's a hardcore mode as well, which I imagine is just even more challenging part of the game. And so right here, you'll see you can select those types of things, and a custom game mode as well. So again, I thought it was a cool game. I like the space aspect of it. I would probably play it a little bit more too, to kind of get to see what happens further down when I start leveling up more. Because it is a pretty simplistic game, it would be very easy to kind of continue that level up and kind of moving through it. So cool game. 5 out of 5 right now, until I see more of what if it's more than just driving trucks and trailers around space. Maybe you get a faster truck. I don't know, but you're going 150 miles an hour in that truck right there. That's what it says, and you feel it. Oh, we got a tail in the way. The cat agrees. Puts his tail right in the face of it. 5 out of 10 for Star Trucker.
Interesting.
I say the reason I recommend this game, Matt, because I did play it before, and I know you're a more patient person than I am. And I got to the part where it was literally the backing up to that docking station, and I spent a good 10 minutes just trying to line that thing up. I had to look up, like, am I in the right spot? I'm looking all over the place. It says right here, but it's not doing anything for me. And I just didn't have the circle connected with the dock, and it was just driving me insane.
Yeah, I like the backing up part was like the favorite part, like that, like kind of getting up to that spot and kind of spinning it around and doing that part of it. And I'm a very much farm sim guy. There's a lot going on in farm sim when it comes to backing up and picking up trailers and going and stuff like that and lining things up. So like the backing part was my most favorite thing to do when I get to back up. I get to line up my camera and watch it and then hook up the hitch of it, things like that. But you do a lot of warping. You do a lot of jumping through warp zones and stuff like that. And so there's you're not traveling through space for long periods of time, which was good. But it's very quick. It's just like you pick it up, you go drop it off, and you're kind of done. So at the beginning, anyway, it might get bigger and things along those lines. But so that's why I rated it a 5 out of 10 for that aspect. Cool game though, very cool game. Well, that'll do it for our segment of reviews and challenges that we had in reviewing those games. We'll have to obviously do our next challenges now. And so now we rotate, right? So like Hayden, I will give Hayden
you choose
his
for
challenge.
Me.
Yep.
And then I choose for Austin, and Austin chooses for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Now we know that. Now that we got that cleared up. That's like a math problem. I couldn't figure that part out. That was a difficult one to do. All right. So that'll be the next group that we have to pick and kind of go from those challenges. So, but speaking of consoles, Hayden,
speaking of them,
we have a new topic of discussion today that you wanted to bring up. You wanted to have a discussion about consoles.
Yes, and I think we got to do some ranking. And with this, boys, we are doing a
here
ranking.
we go.
of consoles.
All right,
And just
Oh, this is fancy.
where's the Wii U and put it to the bottom? Why were you created? Can we just start
if
that
you look,
now?
I created one that said, "Why were you created?"
Yeah, you can put the Wii U there.
And
Oh.
for time, or if we do this as a
Jeez, look at all
separate
these things down
video,
here.
if for time right now, because we're almost at 2 hours of recording.
True, we are.
Or a separate video. You guys, if you want to power through them, make a separate video out of this and rank all of them, or we can just do one per episode.
I think we just
What do
go.
you guys
I think
thinking?
we just do it all right now.
Yeah,
Let's just do it all right
sure.
now.
Drink 'em.
Okay.
Let's rank right now.
All right. So we'll start from left to right. Okay. So the first one is the PlayStation 2.
I mean, that's
When I think of PlayStation 2, you gotta think of the games that came out, the
I need
Grand Theft Autos that peaked during that time.
Mhm.
At least for me,
Mhm.
Let me go
was
through my
outrageous.
list. I mean, PlayStation 2. Wow. That is, if that's not the minimum of very good or masterpiece, we're already off topic already.
I mean, I would go very good for PlayStation 2.
I mean,
There's a number of PlayStations that I say very good.
their game list is insane though. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, all the Guitar Heroes, Call of Duty, Soulcom, and San Andreas, SSX3, God of Wars,
It's a God of Wars.
Tony
Forget.
Hawk's, Ghost Recon, Scarface. I mean, come on. Street 2, that's another good one right there. NBA
Are we
Street.
rating games or consoles?
I'm looking at the games. Can you give me a second?
I mean, that's a huge factor, at least with the time
Yeah,
period of these
absolutely. The
games or
games-
these consoles.
The games have to be in with these consoles. I think if the PS2 has to go to very good or masterpiece, I'm down with either one, but it has to go one of those two. It can't go any lower than very good. It just can't. There's no way.
I'll make Matt the tiebreaker. I'm on the same boat with you. Very good or masterpiece. Like,
There really is.
I didn't even have a PlayStation 2 growing up, but I had a buddy who had a PlayStation, or two buddies, and the games that would come off of it, like the one we'd always used to play was like Silent Hill.
Oh yeah.
The Silent Hill came out, and we were terrified of that. And just thinking of memories of that
Yeah.
is crazy.
I'm
yeah.
cool with either place, but it's gotta be either masterpiece or very good. It can't go lower. It just can't.
No, I would say very good for sure.
I'm cool with it.
I guess that's what I would go with.
I'm cool with
Oh
it.
man, I'm wondering what a masterpiece is.
I'm wondering what's going on.
Masterpiece.
If I can. Oh, what's going on here? Oh,
You got hold
come
it.
on.
There you go.
There you
There we
go. All right, now we got the PlayStation 3 next. And when I think of that, it's
Last of Us is
Saints Row.
Saints Row. Last of Us.
Saints Row 3.
Last of Us was on there, and that was huge. It's probably one of the biggest games of the PS3, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Console wise, though,
Console wise, I put it good or mediocre.
I would say mediocre.
I
I think
would
there's
too.
just so many issues with it
There was, and
as well.
and we'll bring it up too because I see it on here, and this thing got overshadowed by the Xbox 360 so badly, like so badly, it wasn't even fair. So I would go. PS3 is mediocre. I don't actually know what I don't see the 360. Do you?
Yeah, it's right next to the original Xbox. Because they have
Oh,
the
yeah, there it is.
360 and then
Yep.
they have the Slim right
Yep.
next to it.
I
yeah.
think PS3 mediocre might be a hot take, but
It might be.
it might be.
A lot of PlayStation. I'm surprised you're saying that, to be honest.
I am too, but right now on top of my head, if you know, I mean, there's a lot of great games with it, and it was fun. There was just certain things I didn't like. I didn't like the UI. I didn't like the home screen. The home screen really bugged me. They tried the whole like, it's not a console. It's a multimedia center like Xbox did with Xbox One. They kind of did that, and it was so bulky. I wasn't a fan how big it was. It was massive. And when
It was huge.
when you ran it for too long, this thing sounded like a jet engine was about to take off in your house.
It was
And-
pretty large. I mean, yeah, I would say it's below the PlayStation 2 for sure.
100%. If you
So-
if you guys put it in good, I'll be okay with it. For me, I'm going mediocre, and that hurts
I'm
me
gonna
to say
go
that.
mediocre. I think there's other consoles that were even better than it. So
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now we have. I say, would you guys classify this as? Oh no, the DS is on here too, but 3DS.
I have no say. I've never owned any handheld game control console, so I have no idea.
I think we were basing it off of just like handheld games. I think the 3DS was revolutionary at the time. If you think about it, like you have games like popping out of your screen, and you have like the whole camera feature, and I think was this like also where you could like it wasn't like a connection for your DS, but you could like Wi-Fi play co-op games with other people too. If I remember that
I
right.
think so. Because this is the pen, right? This is the
Does-
pen.
I don't know if it had a pen or
the
not. I don't remember
stylus
if
or
it had the
whatever?
pen. But
Oh,
the
man,
3DS, the 3DS is a masterpiece, dude. That thing was top-notch handheld gaming consoles. Way better than Game Boy. Way better than the as it developed. I would say the 3DS was key. My kids loved the 3DS. They were all over that thing. Pokemon, all
you
sorts
guys,
of games.
you
on
guys
it.
can pick it. I have no say. I've never owned one, never played one.
I'm trying to think of the games also that with that.
I think I call it a masterpiece because I think it led to better systems that we have now that are handheld gaming systems and things along those lines too. But that's why I say masterpiece.
I also like what Super Mario was with it. I cannot remember to save my life, but it was actually
So the
awesome.
Nintendo 3DS was released in
And
2011.
Luigi's Mansion was in that too. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion was great. It was so good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't play the handheld games either, but my kids did, and
I have
that
no
was
idea.
probably by far one of the better ones.
I think
that
the
we
only
had.
one I played is the one of the ones coming up, and I've only played that because like I think everyone's played at least once or twice. But
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much my acknowledgement for handheld gaming, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Our next big one, the tower, the Xbox X. I don't see the Slim on there, so it must just be just the newest Xbox.
Yeah,
Right.
I would say.
Yeah.
The Game Passes are cool, but besides that, that's all I have for you. Sorry.
I would say this is like almost revolutionary as well too, with the gaming card that's in them and the high resolution and all that. Like it's just so crazy what this machine can power out. Like in the towers, it's like a terabyte of memory or something like that. Something insane.
Yeah. I would say the same thing. I would say it's a masterpiece. I think it's the best system out there. By far the best
Oh
system out there.
All right.
Man, people are gonna burn us.
Yeah, you two are
This list.
screwed.
It's the best system out there. I don't know who you're kidding.
It's definitely not.
I don't know who you're kidding.
It's definitely not. But okay. So, okay,
I would say it's
let me say, as someone who doesn't own one, but a console has to have great games with that console. What do you guys have? I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
gonna be honest.
I would not. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
I would not declare this a masterpiece. I wouldn't.
Like,
I think it is a great gaming system. I think Xbox and Microsoft have a lot more potential to go, especially with the games that are involved with it. I would say it's good. I would
put it at good.
I would put it at
because-
good because
Wow.
With
we can do
with
better.
with a console, you need to have great like first party exclusive games. And again, I'm gonna repeat this again. What are your games?
I think that's where I don't know. I think that's where PlayStation has its. To me, I think that hurts PlayStation. Like, yeah, you have your specific games that you can only play on PlayStation.
So that
But, like,
people who
that's
want to
not-
play
I
it,
think that's stupid.
so that people
Like,
who want to play it, they
make
go,
them more available to everybody.
well, no, because then people go, man, I really want to play Spider-Man or God of War or Last of Us, and they go, how can I play those games? Ooh, I know, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation. You know what I mean?
That's $200 more.
And then Sony
Than
goes,
an
and then
Xbox.
Sony just goes, exactly. You know, like
That doesn't make it a better system. that makes them
I think
greedy.
having better games helps the system. It has to. You can't. A system is just a piece. It has to have the games with the system. It has to. Like,
No.
I would, as someone who doesn't own it, obviously, I would say good is not bad. If you put it any high,
Would you put it next to the PlayStation 2?
God no. There's
Yeah,
no.
what? Are you
Are
kidding?
you kidding? No way.
This is what I wanted.
You're insane. You're insane.
You would put it next to.
You're just
How
like,
is it lower than the PlayStation?
the
two?
PS2?
I mean, just looking at this,
The PS2 had
we're
so
putting a Nintendo
much.
DS over a PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
that's
you're putting a
even-
DS
that's,
or a PlayStation.
That's you guys. That's not me.
But I'm putting DS above it as it like handheld gaming systems are their own thing, right? And to me, the DS set the standard of like a better handheld game that would lead to better things. Like obviously, like the Nintendo Switch is better than the 3DS, right? Like you can play better things on it. But a masterpiece is something that set the tone for better things to come, right? So like a PlayStation, right? Like PlayStation itself, the very first PlayStation, that's a masterpiece because look at what it came from, what it turned into.
So we're
A
looking
PlayStation 5
we're
could
looking at
definitely
this.
still be a masterpiece.
We're looking at this at two different angles, then.
We're looking at it a little bit differently. Yeah,
Way
we're
differently.
looking at it differently.
Way differently.
Yeah.
Way different.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Matt,
absolutely.
from your perspective, what has the newest Xbox changed? How do I say this? Resolutionary wise, to where we were with the Xbox S.
Well,
Where do you
Xbox
see the
S
difference?
Xbox S is the same. It's the same thing.
No, sorry, the Xbox One.
Well,
Sorry.
Xbox One, yeah. I mean, multiplayer. I mean, it's made it so much. The internet strength of the Xbox is great. Like the speeds and stuff like that, download speeds, upload speeds, all that kind of stuff makes it awesome. The storage capacity is fantastic for that part of it. My argument for the Xbox X is for the system that you get out of it. It's superior. It's a superior system.
Well,
in
yeah.
the later stages
And
of the Xbox.
I will say the Xbox X and S, it like absolutely is way better than Xbox One because Xbox One bombed in every sort of capacity. Like because Microsoft tried so hard to make the Xbox One not be a console. They wanted to be a multimedia center to where families could just watch Netflix and Hulu and whatever. And with the Kinect being so impossible, with the Kinect being the massive thing, and they took a massive hit and lost a lot of money with the Xbox One. They realized that. I think the Xbox.
Have you played Flight Simulator? Like you can play Flight Simulator on the Xbox S and X, and even better on the X.
Sorry, what?
It is not a snooze game. Are you joking? It is the world on a video game. Like, are you joking me? Like, I don't know how much you can explain it. It is the actual world on a video game. You can fly across the Hayden, you can fly across the world. You can get on your plane and literally fly from where we're at right now and fly to Mexico. And it takes the exact amount of time it would take you to get in real life to get to that location because it's the world. You're flying around the world and it's in the video game.
The best part is we flew our plane into where we used to work and crashed into it.
I played Flight Simulator recently. Like I was flying, these planes and flying over awesome cities. I was flying through Mount Everest and seeing the summits and the mountains. Name me a game that does that. Name me another system that has that capability besides a PC. Name me another system. Does PlayStation have Flight Simulator?
Could if you wanted it. It's a Microsoft game. It's a Microsoft game.
We're choosing not to.
It's a Microsoft game.
I see. Oh, it's a Microsoft exclusive game. I see what you're
hold
saying.
On. Just so I understand.
I
understand. Your fight is you guys have Flight Simulator.
We have the world. We can have the
we
world.
have the world in our hands.
We can literally have the world
you guys
on our
right.
system.
They have Flight Simulator, and Sony has everything else. Okay,
I got the
Apple and
whole
oranges here.
world.
Oh man!
I think
Xbox also has. Doesn't Xbox also have Halo and other games like that? Right.
But like,
oh yeah,
but
Exclusive
Matt, we have
games.
Grounded too.
We have Grounded. We have Grounded.
No,
We let you
You
have
just
it.
got it. But
You're welcome.
Yeah, you just
we
got
also
it.
had Grounded too.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You should be thanking us, kissing our feet. Touch my penis.
And again, I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing the Xbox to the PlayStation.
Whoa.
I'm not comparing it to the PlayStation 5.
What does that add to the left there, Hayden? What are you doing?
I'm comparing it to.
Oh.
I'm comparing the Xbox X is a good system compared to the PlayStation 2. That's what I'm saying. And Xbox X is a very good system. It should not be below PlayStation 2.
All right, so I say good. You say very good. Hayden, you're a tiebreaker.
Okay. Hear me out when I look at this list, Matt. Okay.
He's going good. Let's go, everybody.
You can go
I
whatever
would
you
say
want.
it's
You can go whatever you
good.
want.
I would say it's good because you have the Xbox 360, who I think
That's the masterpiece.
revolutionized
That's the masterpiece.
a lot.
We could put
and
that
that's
there.
my bar.
We
And
could
I'll
put
give
that
you
there.
that.
We
Again,
could put that there
I'm
now.
not arguing against that. My argument against is that PlayStation 2 is not better than Xbox X. Xbox 360 was a revolutionary system when it came out. 100%. Yeah.
Destroy the competition.
That is the masterpiece of a
Yes,
system.
Xbox 360 will
PlayStation
be-
is a masterpiece of a system. Those types of the systems that set the stage for everything else should be masterpieces on what they're capable of doing and building.
I understand where Matt's coming from. He's taking it of like, you know, the first generations are the masterpieces, and what we have now is I understand that, but I'm seeing it more of like just like what we like from then to now, what is the console bringing to you right now as it stands.
It's
or
bringing me the world.
for example,
It brought me
uh,
Flight Simulator.
the
And I can
next
fly around
game
everything.
on this list is GameCube. Like, what did GameCube bring to us? And it's simple. It brought us Smash. It brought us Smash Brothers. It brought us Luigi Mansion. It brought us all those games. GameCube's great. It's fun. It's not.
The controller can suck my
The
ass.
controller is
That
absolute
thing
dog
is
shit.
dog shit.
The controller,
Absolute dog.
I
And I
don't
think
know.
that lowers it a lot.
It does. See, now I take
Terrible.
that. I take that
Terrible
too.
controller.
Like the GameCube controller. Whoa! Time out! Time out! Whoa! Bad. It's not bad. No way.
It's bad.
I'll do that.
It's mediocre.
I'll do that.
It's mediocre.
I'll do that.
Absolutely.
The games are great. I love the small disc on. It was weird, but I actually
It
did
has small
hate.
Easy
discs.
to snap.
Yeah,
You want-
like fuck you. And just go. You know, I didn't hate that. I agree with mediocre. Mediocre's fine. Now the next one, I have no say. So that's all you do.
What's the next one?
the original Game Boy.
Oh, it was good. I mean, it was a good system. It was fun.
I maybe played like once or twice in my life.
I played the Addams Family on this. That was fun. I don't know.
I will say,
I played a Simpson game on it once.
I will say,
Yeah.
wherever we put this, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed. So
I think it's just good.
I think it's just good.
I would say good. We're
I think
probably
it's
getting destroyed. Is that the Xbox One?
Yes, it is.
You could put that. Why we created that? That is dog shit. That's just facts.
What? Are you kidding?
Look at the stats. It lost Xbox millions of dollars.
It almost made Xbox not stop playing Xbox.
Literally,
stop
like they
creating
almost stopped
Xboxes.
making Xbox because the
They
thing
almost
is,
stopped.
it was such dog shit. They realized they effed up so bad. They're like, "Are we done making consoles?" And then they realized, how about let's make the Tower and the S, and then they're back again. But the Xbox One was
I
so
will
bad.
say it's I'm not finding it on any lists online, I guess. But
It is regarded as probably one of the worst consoles. And I had
Until the Slim came out. The
Yes.
Slim made it better.
Yeah, the Slim
A
made it
lot
better
better.
because they pushed the freaking Kinect so much. And the Kinect was flipping stupid. I'm sorry.
that's what I don't know.
They-
Kinect's
they-
pretty good.
They tried too much with
The
it.
Xbox 360, the Kinect, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But when the Xbox One Kinect came out, garbage.
100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Let me see here.
Is it? I say it's higher than this. I think this should be in the bad.
Well, we'll change it when we're all done. Let's do that.
All right.
If we
put
change
that
it,
back there.
yeah, we'll change it when we're all done. But I'm not terrible. I don't hate that.
All right. What is this next one?
That's the N64. I mean, if that's not very good or masterpiece, I don't know what we're doing here.
Again, the controller.
Controller was
That
bad.
dongle
It's
bullshit.
not a masterpiece.
Hey,
it's a very
The
good
controller in
system.
the middle It was
It brought
the
you-
Wii, just with extra.
And
Besides.
the only reason why I'm saying it's a very good system because it brought you GoldenEye. Like it gave you 007.
And it gave
GoldenEye.
you
yeah.
and it gave you Mario 64, one of the best Mario games out there.
Isn't Zelda on this too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to get a lot of friends. I'm not a big Mario fan. So I'm not really hung up on the Mario games myself, but
I mean, it's just that the Mario 64 made so much money with. I mean, I will completely agree with you. I'm very good. The controller, yes, dog shit, but I mean, and
the other part that made this very good to me because it also has 4 controller ports, so you could play with multiple buddies and play. That was a lot of fun.
All right, next one.
the NES, right?
That's
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not,
it's number 1.
it's number 1. It's top. You have to. You can't. You have to.
It has to be.
Me and Matt agree on this. It has to be. Look what it brought. It gave us. I'm gonna say it again. I know Matt was not a big fan of it, but it gave us Mario. Duck Hunt. Are you kidding me?
I love Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was
Literal
awesome.
Duck Hunt is top.
Yeah.
It gave us that. Without, I will say this. Without that thing, we don't have what we have now. Let's call it what it is. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that with that statement. It's just the NES is just. I mean, it's great. More handheld things. I have absolutely no idea what they are. So you two.
Yeah, the handheld ones are tough. Honestly, I could delete them off there.
But you know what? Hey, if there's a selection on here where it's like have not played or have not touched, that's where those would go for me because I just have not played either one of them. Or if you want to leave them there, we can leave them there and move on to the PS1. I'm cool with that.
So that's the DS, right? I would just put it as
the original DS.
Yeah,
I would say this is a good handheld.
Yeah, that's.
Because you could connect with players, you could play with each other in the car or next to your sibling, and I think this was a big jump for Nintendo. I really do.
Yeah. How do we not have any bad in there yet?
Oh, we will. Don't worry, it's coming. I see it. It's in the middle. It's right in the middle. I'm looking right at it.
That PlayStation 5?
No, it's the one he's highlighting right there. It's the Wii U.
Oh,
that thing is dog shit. You can literally just
throw
it there now.
Just throw it in there.
Just throw it in there.
We're gonna skip that one.
That thing is fucking ass.
What is that thing?
It was ass.
The most bulkiest bullshit.
So fucking stupid.
They tried and they realized their mistake. Anyways,
what is this one?
The Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
I had this exact color and everything.
Oh man, is that a masterpiece?
I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I think it's still. I think it's very good.
I mean, it's got to be better than the original Game Boy, right?
I think it's very good.
Yeah, I'd go with that. I'd go very good.
I remember playing. I know this is a terrible, terrible game to reference, but I played Lilo and Stitch.
Hell yeah! Hey,
and
that's not terrible.
Like, the side scrollers it was so good, so good. PlayStation 1. Matt, I think you could relate to this one the best. Half the games were on that.
I will say,
dude, I cried when I got that thing for Christmas. Like that was,
yeah, right? Like absolutely.
Disc games, awesome graphics. Time Commando is on that game. What do you want me to say? It's a masterpiece, dude. That's a great game.
I think that console. PlayStation 1 dominated Resident Evil as well too.
Resident Evil,
absolutely
Resident. You know what?
Yeah.
Throw it up there. Let's do it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right.
What's this one?
The PlayStation 4.
The jet engine taking off already?
Jet engine.
I can hear it right now. My memory. I have 3 of them in my house. I have 3 of them right over here.
AKA the Boeing 767.
That's
the PS4
a bad system, huh?
The PS4 brought a lot of.
I think it's good.
It brought a lot of great games. We got Spider-Man. We got God of War.
But as a console, I think it just failed.
Mediocre.
It overheated so fast.
Let me check something quick.
I think you got to put the PlayStation 3 in bad.
Well, we'll go through. We'll go through it. I think we'll go through it.
You got to bring the PlayStation 3 to bad because I mean, I had so many issues even with mine too. Like same thing, like just that kind of stuff. Like that was a bad system.
So I want to do some research on like sales stuff because I'm curious. The PS4 sold 117 million units. Since when it started till till like 2020. Over 100, almost 120 million units.
Damn, that's crazy.
And the PS5 is already at 70 right now. 70 million units. The PS4 172 units as of August of this year. 117 million units.
Who's buying a PS4? Third world countries? Like, Jesus.
People still buy it because some people still can't buy PS5 still. Like, they're still making games for PS4.
That's
The new Call of Duty is getting PS4. I mean, Street Fighter 6 is PS4. So I think with that, the fact that there's games still coming out, you have to go either good or mediocre.
Sure. I could go good, I guess, on that.
I would go good because of the games.
Solely because of that.
As
The
a system.
fact that it's that we're still getting games now. Did it have its issues? 100%. But if we're talking about issues, the Xbox 360, the Ring of Death, I've had 4 of those fucking things, and I'm still gonna put that probably at the top 2, 100%. What's next?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. I think this is a masterpiece.
I don't think I've ever played it. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't have any words to this one. So it's you two. Go ahead.
This is Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Madden was on. I think that was like the first Madden was on here. Like, good God, it's so good.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I'd put. Yeah, I would maybe put it very good masterpiece. Probably very good because you got the original.
Split the
Nintendo.
difference.
The original Nintendo is the masterpiece, right? That's the they did it. You did it. You made it. But the Super Nintendo obviously enhanced it. There you go. That looks right.
Fucking excuse me. You could put that at.
Why were you created?
You want a very good? Is it a very good system?
It is, and I've had no problems, knock on wood, with my system. The issues is with Sony. Like, where the hell are these next-gen PS5 games? All of our new games are remasters or remakes. They're remastering Horizon Zero Dawn that is less than 10 years old. Like, I just don't understand what they're doing right now. Besides Sony, besides that, PS5, I really like the controller. People aren't big fans of it, but I like it. I think it feels really good on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say very good system, because of the graphics of every game that you can play on there.
Yeah, it looks.
It's definitely better than the Xbox.
It's better than the Xbox.
I would go.
So.
Yeah, I'll go very good. I think, and I did some research with that as well, and the Xbox. I wanted to see what the numbers were with a lot of things. I believe it was. So as of June of this year, PS5 has sold almost 70 million in sales, and the Xbox Series X and S had a combined of 28 million.
Wow.
So, I mean, again, those numbers are with the fact that, okay, hey, I want PS5 so I can play Last of Us 2. I can play Spider-Man. I can play God of War 2. So I get it. I think very good's a good idea. I like it there. Very good. I don't hate it at all.
The Wii, that's a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
It is.
Masterpiece.
That is.
I'm so glad we're all on.
It is. And you want to know the reason why I'm putting in masterpiece besides Wii Bowling, because that is probably one of the best games for the Wii.
Just Wii Sports in general.
Absolutely. Did you know you could play GameCube games on this damn thing?
Yeah.
I had no idea. In the back behind it, you can open it up, and there's ports for your GameCube controllers to go in, and you can put in your GameCube game and play it. All of them.
Wow.
Yeah, when you put in a
Is there a
Wii disc,
masterpiece? I think this thing might need to be at the top of the list of everything.
When I found that out, I was like dumbfounded. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah. The Switch.
I love the game Wipeout. The Wipeout's my favorite.
Oh, Wipeout was fun.
Wipeout's fun.
To me, the Switch is just good. I don't know. I hate that tiny ass controller. Like, that's just like the worst controller.
You need the Pro.
It's got great games. Super Mario, or like
Mario is just Smash.
Mario Kart. Mario Kart's on there. The Smash Brothers and stuff like that. Those are really great games.
I'm good with. I don't mind having it there. Good.
I just don't like the setup. I don't like the system. I don't like the. It's cool. It's handheld, but I don't know.
I mean, you got Legend of Zelda. You got Breath of the Wild. You have the new one that's out. It's a good. I like it. I have the Switch Lite. I got one of those recently, and
I don't know, the Xboxes and stuff like that are just over dominant of the other system. So it's a good system. Don't get
it
me
is,
wrong.
yeah,
Good system.
yeah. I do enjoy it. I bought like 2 games. I bought 2 or 3 games on it, and I'm having fun with it. It's just that hour. Give me an hour of it, I'm done. I can't play anymore on the Switch.
Yeah.
So the Xbox 360, it's very good. It can't go higher than very good. It just can't.
Yeah, that Red Ring of Death killed
It killed it. You
Yeah.
have, I mean, if it happens once, sure, freak accident, okay, we'll give you a new one. I've had 4 of them, and I still have mine, the other one right over there, that I actually still play to this day. Ironically enough, I have Skate 1, 2, and 3. I mean, that's it's enough for the rest of your life right there, and
that means the Xbox is a masterpiece.
I don't know, that controller sucked ass. Let's be honest here.
Didn't like? Oh no, the original Xbox. Yeah, that controller was bulky.
Original. You guys keep going. 1 second.
100%. I did not like that controller. Way bulky.
Too bulky.
And it's it's probably one of the main reasons why I never switched to Xbox until I didn't switch it till Xbox One. That's why it's like when you guys said Xbox One was like low, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that to me, that was my beginning system for Xbox. So that was where I started at, and I loved the Xbox One. I love the games. I love the system. It worked really well for what I was doing on it. So I would have rated Xbox One higher for me personally because it was my first Xbox system that I started on.
So the reason why I left off screen quick is because with the original Xbox has a special place in my heart. First console my dad ever bought me. And since that first day, I still have it. The original one with the controller, the cords. I have 2 games. I have Spider-Man. It's still playable.
Do you have Spider-Man 1 or 2? I have 2.
Ah, nice. So, does it deserve to be a masterpiece? Probably not. Am I putting in a masterpiece? Yes, I am. 100%. It is. I will always have this. I want to get it cleaned up, make it look all nice, but it is a big. This thing is so heavy. Like this thing is not light at all. Like this thing is hefty. The controller is somewhere over there. I have all the cords for it. I would love to play this again. Just play a whole bunch of crazy games.
I say for me, this is a special place in my heart too, because that was the first console I ever got. It was actually from my uncle, and because he had the Xbox 2, loved it, and then he got it for me for Christmas. And you played the Crash Bandicoots, and like just the original classics, like so good.
So
and I think this should be like it's not on the very good with the PS2. I think this is a very good console because you also got introduced to Xbox Live.
Yes.
On the original Xbox.
Yeah. I think as a PlayStation head to heart, the original OG Xbox goes either very good or masterpiece. And I'm biased. It has a special place in my heart. It's one of those two, in my opinion.
If we're doing master or very good for the original Xbox, then I think we have to move PlayStation 2 to masterpiece. Absolutely.
I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm cool with it. 100%. Matt?
Yeah, fine by me.
Oh, I thought I froze. I thought I froze for a second too. I was like, hello? All right, so that's the list. Is there any changes?
Can we bring this one lower? Like,
just get off the screen. Like, just like, is there a trash
bin?
Throw
that away.
I don't understand. Okay, I get it, kind of. They were making the Switch before the Switch. Like, that's what they were doing. They wanted to make the Switch, and they released some hunk of junk. Like, how long did the Wii U last? I feel like it. Like, right? Like, how long?
I heard nothing. Yeah.
The one that's missing up here, that's not on the list even, is the Dreamcast, though.
Oh, true. Oof.
I didn't even think about that.
Missing the
There
old
was another
Dreamcast.
list that had like every single one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sega Genesis isn't on the list either.
I say, if you're watching this video, please comment how shitty our list
Please.
is. I
So,
want to know how
There's a
bad
bunch
we
of
messed
other
up.
systems that are on the list I've never even heard of, though, that people ranked on different things. But Sega
Mhm.
Genesis and Dreamcast are probably the only two that come to my mind that weren't on this list that could have possibly made it. And then if you obviously wanted to go with Atari, but I wouldn't go with Atari really. But it definitely, Atari also is very similar to starting off the console wars, starting
The
off the
Wii
old
U-
in-home type of gaming
The
systems.
Wii U lasted 5 years. Then that was it.
Really?
Yeah. 5 years, dead, bringing the Switch. And now Switch 2 eventually. Or Switch
Well,
OLED and all that stuff.
That was fun though, doing the rankings. So I think we
That
need to
was
do
fun.
some more rankings of different stuff. Probably moving forward with that, whether that's even NFL teams, maybe when we get here mid-season, kind of ranking them ourselves, power rankings kind of thing. But also maybe again some other rankings of either systems, controllers, any of that kind of stuff, some other
Ooh, that'd be a
ideas
good
of
one.
stuff that might pop on your heads. What's the
Mhm.
best controllers out there and different things like that part of it. But good system for that, or good little series there of stuff there. Lots of stuff to talk about. Love to hear people's comments on what they think are the best systems. What's their most underrated video games that are out there that they've played and they'd like to kind of put out there as their top five types of things like that. But as always, thank you for tuning in to tonight's podcast, today's podcast of the Ham Gaming Show. I got a freaking fly that will not leave me alone right now. But as fun as always, we'd love to talk more. Love to hear more of your guys' comments. But with you every single time with the podcast is
Hayden.
Austin.
and Matt. We'll see you later.
Video game podcasting.